All right, in this episode of Bare Knuckle Bowker, very excited to be talking to an individual who's coming off of making a bit of history, and that went down at BYB 26, winning that middleweight championship with a first round finish of Tommy Turner and becoming BYB's first two division champion. I'm talking to Lorawnt-T Nelson. How are you doing, man? I imagine pretty good to say the least.
Yeah, feeling good, bro. I was able to get out of the ring pretty undamaged, so that's always a positive. Like grind, put in that work, so it's nice to have everything that you've been working on and grinding for come together.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that performance couldn't have gone any better. Was that kind of how you foresaw it going in a certain sense? Like, I know some of the rhetoric leading into the fight was almost oriented to like, oh, this could potentially be like a knockdown, drag out, like fight of the year kind of contender. Like, is it one of those things where you prepare for the fight to potentially go that full distance and be a war? But I guess maybe the ideal outcome would be to get a finish kind of similar to that, I suppose.
Yes, 100%, man. I always put the work ethic and I grind. Just and I never doubt anyone that I fight or have any crappy thoughts on them. I always imagine them as being like the scariest, craziest human around that I need to train. That it's my life on the line. You know what I'm saying? I'm training harder than ever. So like I'm always so prepared, and that's in that sense, I'm always prepared to go 6 rounds, 30 rounds, 50 rounds, whatever I need to do to get that victory and show people my heart and drive and willingness to work. But also, it's nice when things happen, like you're saying, like I definitely go for the knockout every time I fight. I throw down. Sometimes I even put my chin out there like a dummy. You know what I'm saying? But either way, I go out there for the knockout. But I'm always prepared to go as many rounds as I need in a war.
Yeah, and it was cool after the fight to also see you kind of like embrace Tommy Turner's son and like really give praise to his dad. That just really showed like a lot of class as well. I mean, just not really like a question within that, but was like a cool thing to kind of see in the aftermath of the fight.
Yeah, 100%, man. And just like this fight game, bro, people take it too much as like, yes, I am fighting another human, and I want to like win and be victorious and stuff like that. But man, this is my career and this is my job too. And the same thing with him. We're going to work. We're going to work, and without him being there across the ring from me, all my other opponents, whatever it is, I wouldn't be able to do what I love. You know what I'm saying? Just like people in the crowd, man. Without the crowd, without my opponent, all that stuff. Those are all stuff that allows me to fight and allows me to showcase what I love.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely comes across, and it seems like a cool place to have been able to achieve such a historic moment and significant win, just being your familiarity with Denver, having used to live there, and your history fighting there, training there, etc.
Yeah, 100%, man. It's such a great opportunity that I was able to get that two division strap the first time for BYB, but also just in a place where I have a lot of friends, a lot of hair, like upbringing for this fight game. Like I started fighting in Colorado, man. I fought in like in sports and street and different stuff growing up, silly things, but like my real my real first amateur fights and my fights were all in Denver, Colorado, man. So at the sense of me like coming back here and friends and family, but also just the fact that like I started here, man. I started here, and now I'm bringing it back and showing the people that all this hard work, and even if it doesn't always go your way at the start of your career or life, or things are not going well, just stick to your gut, grind hard, work hard, and keep pushing and going after what you love, and things will come true.
Well, I mean, based on some interviews that I was seeing, it seemed like you were kind of talking about that, like how within the last like 5 or 6 years, you really just made some wholesale lifestyle changes. And like, not that you weren't dedicated before, but I guess like per your wording, almost more like comprehensively kind of dedicating yourself to it and really putting your best foot forward. And I mean, clearly showing in the results and what you've been able to do these last few years. Like, what really led to like those wholesale lifestyle changes? Was it to kind of like get to, I guess, this juncture in your career, like this sort of point where you're like really fully optimizing yourself and I guess just growing with each fight and all?
Yeah, 100%. Not only that, like it was just sort of like a awakening moment one day that I looked at myself in the mirror, or just, I don't know if I was in the mirror, but just thought to myself, like, I'm a professional athlete, man. I'm a professional athlete. I fight professionally. So I need to treat myself like a professional athlete. Like I need to be be professional in the sense every day. You know what I'm saying? It's not like like this, like school where like, oh, I have summer off and then winter break off. And this is like, you know, this is my full-time job, full-time career. You know, my breaks are after I win some fights, after I throw down, after I do my thing, I'll take a week off or so. But man, yeah, it's just I hit a point in my life, in my mind, that it was like, do I want to just be one of those people that like tried, you know, that I did try and this or that, or do I want to be one of those people that I tried, but I tried with all my heart and all my willingness, and I put the work in, and I put the effort in, and I really took it to the next level to see what I could achieve, man. And when I felt that, and I realized like I am a professional athlete and I have to treat it that way. I've been treating it that way from eating to lifestyle to training every day, even when I don't have a fight, and it just changed my whole career around, my whole life around, and even losing fights, man. Like when since I've been grinding harder and working harder, even a loss, it definitely hurts. It definitely hurts a lot losing after putting in that work and making lifestyle changes and whatnot. But at the same sense, I know that I did my part at least, and maybe that he was just a better man that night, or so on and so forth. And I know beyond a shadow of a doubt I'm gonna come back stronger the next time, or something like that, you know.
Yeah, no, I hear you. And it seems like even beyond just like the winning streak and the in-ring championship based accomplishments, it seems like you're getting noticed in a lot of other regards too. Like I think it's cool that it's like a couple years in a row now where the Bare Knuckle Boxing Hall of Fame is acknowledging you. Like you'd won the Fighter of the Year, or Fight of the Year rather, last year from the Police Gazette, and got the
Yeah.
Modern Fighter induction and the Kennelly fight recognition for, you know, this coming year and everything
Yeah.
like that. Like, is that an important thing to you? Like that legacy and kind of recognition? Is it a cool sort of component to all of this?
Yeah, 100%, man. Just like the legacy in general, man. It's like I want to leave something behind. I know there's pictures and belts and stuff like that, but you know, having just even if I have a small fraction of my name cemented in the fight game, it means something big to me, because this is what I live for, man. This is my life. Like I mean, another thing is there's way more to life than just fighting. Obviously, family, friends, opportunity. Like me winning or losing this last fight didn't do anything to some guy in Africa. It doesn't help him or hurt him or anything. You know? So like, there's a lot more to life than this fighting, and that's when I realized that I fight because I want to too, and I had way more drive as well thinking about that. But just knowing that, just it helps me just put in more effort, work harder, and just want to achieve more, bro. I want to see where I can take myself and how far I can take myself, and then having my name cemented in history just helps that be like come to fruition, be real to me, that I actually did something with myself, you know.
And it's cool you talk about like just the other components outside of fighting. Like it seems like your parents are really big supporters of what you do. Like I saw your mom, like the video of her from, I believe it was your Robert Serna fight when you won the
Yeah.
super middleweight title, just like the energy and fervor that she had. Like I know it's like kind of like tying that into fighting there in saying that, but I guess it just must be also cool to get that kind of support from your family, like as much as you're individually driven to do all this and continue to succeed. It just seems cool that the fam is also really on board with it in that kind of way. It's cool, man.
Yeah, no, I love it so much. It means the world to me, man. And I am lucky, bro. I'm very lucky to have, you know, some people don't have a supportive system like I have. Some people don't have supportive family, or even have family, you know, parents and whatnot. So I give all the love and support to like my mom and dad. It's awesome that they're there for me. And you know that if you don't have people around, and I'm sorry about that, but there are people, friends, people like me you can call and talk to. You know, there's a lot of support systems and help around too. So
Yeah, and it seems like you have championship aspirations even beyond what you've already been able to do? Like, I feel like I've seen a couple interviews where you've even mentioned eyeing 155-pound gold and the mighty Trigon. Is that like your ideal next step? Like, I obviously want you to enjoy this win and the whole
Yeah,
historic component of it, but would that be like your ideal next step if you kind of had your druthers, as it were?
100%, bro. That's what I was telling. Like, I weighed in for this fight at 157, bro. I didn't even cut weight the day of the weigh-ins. You know what I'm saying? I jogged for like 20 minutes and did a 10-minute sauna the day before. It's like didn't even need to do that, and I was underweight. So like I can make, I walk naturally around like 165 pounds. So when I eat, and that's just eating whatever, doing whatever I want. So when I eat clean and like tighten it up and do my little fast that I do always before my weigh-ins, I'll make 55 like nothing, make 57, whatever they need me to make, and that'll be awesome, man. Take home that 55 strap, 57 strap, whatever it is, and have 3 belts, and you know what I mean? And just I love that because it gives me more, more options for fights, bro. I love to fight. This is what I do. I don't want to sit around and wait. Like, I fought 7 times last year, bro. 7 times. I like to stay busy. I like to stay consistent. I don't, injuries, the hardships, everything happens during training, I think, bro. Like, so like if I can train for my fight, work, take a week off, train for my fight, work, take a week off. You know what I'm saying? That's my ideal camp, like about 6 to 8 fights a year.
Yeah, and it's cool that BYB also allows you just like such a variety of opportunities. It seems like a lot of that activity was in bare knuckle for sure, but it seems like the ability to engage in gloved combat as well is something that they're flexible with. So that must be a cool component to the whole thing you were just talking about there.
100%, bro. I love to fight. I'm a fighter. I love to fight every aspect of the fight game. I love martial arts, man. And for BYB to allow me to still do glove combat outside of a certain amount of days of their fights is amazing, bro, because I am a fighter. I love to fight. I love to test myself. And it's just all the different aspects I feel like helps me grow and be a better bare knuckle fighter, because like I do jujitsu, I do freaking Muay Thai, which has clinch in it. I do jujitsu, which is, you have another human bigger or smaller than you on top of you holding it. It's a different kind of cardio game, bro. Cardio, strength, everything. It comes naturally with different sports. I go rock climb. I do a lot of different things to like, I feel like it helps open up my mind and like grow my fight potential by growing other aspects of my life outside the fight gym.
Yeah, and you've got to do so many cool things. Like, I mean, I believe this is the first time we've gotten to actually talk, but I've been following your fighting endeavors for a bit now. Like, I thought it was cool in 2018 how you took part in like a one night tournament and whatnot, where it's like the first fight was boxing, and then the second fight was kickboxing, and the third was an MMA fight. Like, that kind of encapsulates just a lot of what we're talking about in a lot of regards and the different combat sports you've kind of engaged in your
I've
broader
won
career. So,
I've won that 3 different times. Yeah, one time at 155 pounds and or twice at 155 pounds and once at 170 pounds. So that's the same tournament.
yeah, just incredible. Like, I feel like that's like stuff that's like right in your wheelhouse, and kind of like I'm saying,
Awesome.
sort of just personifies like just what you, I guess, look to do. I mean, just like so many cool things, like getting to fight for Bellator and just like some of the gloved boxing and whatnot. So yeah, cool you've been able to engage in stuff like that. And also like Lethway. I mean, we're talking about
Yeah,
history as well, like the first US Lethway bout there a few years back. So yeah, I love to see it, man.
yeah, man, it's so awesome, bro. And just that's why I just like I everything has come around a lot better in my life since I stopped like just hey like blaming everyone for stuff and blaming people for this. I took responsibility for things myself. I took responsibility for my actions, my problems, my losses, my everything. I took responsibility myself, and I changed, because like if you blame everyone else, you can't change them. It's their decision to change themselves. So like if I take responsibility for stuff, and I know that I can change myself and do it for the better, and I did that, man. Just life just gets a lot better. And same thing, you got your mind. A lot of people have belief in themselves. I've always had belief in myself and whatnot, but just belief doesn't take you to that next level. You have to put that work ethic behind it. You have to grind. You have to work hard and have that belief in yourself. And there's the world is you know is your oyster. Do your thing out for that. You know what I'm saying? You can do anything you put your mind to.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Like it's cool you put the onus on yourself to like make the adaptations and try to grow and I guess just focus on what's within your control. But I mean, even in kind of saying that, like it seems like some of the surrounding components to what you're doing is really, I would think, beneficial or at least exciting for you at the very
Yeah.
least. Like kind of referring to like the BYB recent acquisition of BKB. I mean, you've taken part in obviously like a few of those BKB like crossover kind of cards before, and they have engaged in cross promotion before, but cool that everything's kind of under the same umbrella now and everything like that, just getting to like really fight like an even deeper kind of pool of talent and everything.
100%. You know, I'm gonna be fighting some English blokes soon. What's up? Afterwards, you can go have a nice set of fish and chips, whatever we want to do. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm playing. But no, but dude, I love going to England and fighting. I love fighting them. Like, I got no hate against any of the English people or the fans. The crowd's great out there. I got some homies that live in England, man. So every time I go fight out there, they come and watch. My one friend out there, he works at a South African butcher. I'm from South Africa. It's like funny how things work out. And now he's like a head guy over the South African butcher. So every time I come fight out there, he brings me some like biltong and stuff like that. I'm like, hell yeah. So it's just cool, man. The world and just the fight game that we're in and everything. It's just it's you know, we live in a big real world, but being part of this fight community and the whole community in general sort of brings it back to a smaller scale, because like you see people that have seen you or that you know from random gyms or places all over the world, man. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, we got to get BYB to go to South Africa next. Got to have the mighty
Ooh.
Trigon posted up there.
Ooh, I'll have some fans out there too, boy. I'll have some fans out there. So hopefully one day, you know what I'm saying, we'll see what's up, and maybe this connection with BKB, you know, more fighters, one of the biggest fight rosters now that we have, you know what I'm saying? So that's another amazing thing for me, is like, just, you know, there's some talented guys over at BKB over in England. So just give me some more people to throw down with, bro. Let's go.
Yeah, and based on some interviews I was seeing too, it seemed like you were like shouting out like even before you got into combat sports, like playing hockey as well. So I feel like I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that as a Canadian and all.
Hell yeah, man. I went to Athol Murray College in Notre Dame, Saskatchewan, Canada, bro. I played hockey up there for 2 years, and I played on the U.S. junior development team. We played out in Switzerland, before. So like, I loved hockey, man. Hockey was the shit. That's actually where I feel like where I really found like my grit and my willingness to throw down, bro. Because you know, I was at a boarding school there, and I was like, when I first went to boarding school there, I felt like I was a little scrawny, easy to pick on and stuff. And then like that first year of school, I came back a different human, and I was like, oh yeah, people try to pick on me now. Let's do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
So,
it's cool, man. Yeah.
yeah, but I much love the hockey, man. And same with, hey, you ever seen that Ice Wars, bro? Maybe one day they'll put me in those Ice Wars just so I can say, come on, let's go. I did that, Jay. You know what I mean? I can still skate, put on some skates, beat some ass. What's up?
Yeah, no doubt. That's awesome, man. And just, yeah, it's always been cool to get to see you fight and stuff like that. Some great performances over the years. And I mean, based on the run as of late, seems like many more to come for sure. But yeah, it's been cool getting to chat with you a little bit, man. I guess like one of the last
Yeah.
things I kind of wanted to touch on though, because I also think it's cool that you're, I guess, endeavoring to teach people more
Yeah.
as well. Like you've got your LT Smash course and the Smash Battalion. Can you kind of touch on that a little bit? Because that seems cool.
Yeah, thank you so much for bringing that up, bro. I'm trying to get better. My partner and I were trying to get better at like at the aspect of like letting people know about stuff, and like and the whole social media presence. We're getting there, and I know I told him to. And then the more I fight, the more I get my name out there from fighting, it's gonna naturally sell and progress my fight course. But this course, man, I call it a fight course battalion. It's more I call it a fight course because this is what I do, you know what I'm saying? So it's more for people that want to be more confident in themselves, look better, lose weight, get in shape how I do, and almost get on a routine like a professional fighter. Maybe live a similar lifestyle to a professional fighter in the aspect of working out, just so you know what it's like, or try it out and whatnot. And I really just want to help people and show people the true aspect. I've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of hours of workouts, kickboxing curriculum. I got my own whole basis of kickboxing in my mind, from footwork to bag workouts, from partner drills to just conditioning and whatnot. And I give people a layout of what they should do Monday to Saturday, working out wise. I give people bag classes. I show people how to make their own bag classes. I show people how to hold pads. I show people combinations to do. My whole curriculum from beginner all the way to advanced. So this course it can work for a fighter. It can work for a normal everyday Joe. It can work for anyone, for someone trying to lose weight or whatever it is, man. And I'm there. And the coolest part about it is that, like, I do one-on-one Zoom calls weekly with the people, live calls, live talks. So, and I have a walkie-talkie system. So if people want to ask me questions, they can just walkie-talkie me, Zoom me, and whatnot. And it's like it's a live thing. You have a live fighter. I do all the workouts daily with and I post on my app. I post the workouts daily, everything with the people, you know what I mean? So they can be doing workouts alongside me, per se, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of the impression I got. Like, you don't necessarily have to be looking to, take as many fights as you've taken. Like, it could just be a lifestyle sort of thing. And
Yeah,
it seems like the connectivity to you is like a cool aspect to it, as you
100%.
outlined. But yeah.
A little bit different than other, because not just okay, guys, punch the bag really fast for 10 minutes. It's like, no, I go into bits about myself. I can talk about fights with people. I talk about my way of staying in shape and everything I do. And the main thing is I try to help people stay motivated, because that's a big aspect of people falling off. They get a membership, they do this, they do that, and they stay for like a week or two, and then it's just too much. So I try to stay in their head. I try to make sure they're motivated to be better, just to be the best you can be at any time. You know what I'm saying? And just getting better and being a better you, for your fitness, health, whatever it is. I promise it translates over just to every aspect of life, and you'll do better in your job. People are gonna be more happy with you, like you, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Everything comes together.
Yeah, no, sounds awesome, man. And just been great getting to talk to you in general. But I guess I'm curious if, like, maybe you might have any kind of like final parting thought you wanted to add that we didn't necessarily touch on, I guess.
Oh no, just make sure, if you're a fan, pay attention at LT Smash 7. That's my Instagram, and at Smash FTC is my fight course. You want to go check it out. Just pay attention. I'm gonna keep doing big things. I'm gonna keep going for gold. I'm gonna keep trying to reach the top, man, until I can't move anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep doing my thing and keep grinding. Check out my fight course. Thank you for having me and whatnot. And just know, every time I fight, don't blink. There's going to be fireworks. I'll take on any human in the world. You know what I'm saying? I just talked to someone the other day, and that was all. They were, people be talking crap about BYB not being as good as BKFC or this or that or so on, and and I don't know, just all this crap. And I was like, hey, y'all want to test out who the real king of violence is, or this or that? Come on, let's go, Mike Perry. Let's do it.
Yeah, well, you've shown you're down to.
I'll even go up and wait for that. What's up, man? I ain't
scared. Well, you've shown you're down to fight whoever and whenever, so I definitely believe that for sure. And I mean, just yeah, so many great accomplishments so far, and I feel like the best is yet to come in a lot of regards, man. So thanks so much again for coming on and chatting a bit, Lorawnt. Hopefully you have a good rest of your day, and just enjoy everything that kind of exists in the fallout of the title win and all.
Thank you, bro. I really appreciate you talking to me. Much love, and I need to make my way back out to Canada again. I want to go on a ski trip out there.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Maybe we can get the Trigon there too.
That would be awesome too, man. I big ups. Canada's a cool spot too, man. I miss that spot. Vancouver Island. I had a homie out there that lived out there. It's one of the most beautiful places I've ever been.
Oh yeah, it's gorgeous, man. Yeah, I went out to Vancouver for a bit, and Yeah, just loved it. Gorgeous place in general. But yeah, no, thanks so much, man. And just you have a good rest of your day. Looking forward to the next fight as well.
Thank you, brother. Much love.